Hey everyone, it's Bass Junkie transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video once again, and finally back with my chart haul for March 2K21, which might be the shortest and also the kind of saddest chart haul I've shot throughout my YouTube quote-unquote career, because well, as mentioned in the last video, the pandemic situation hit hard and stuff, and I gotta restrict myself hardly and more than I ever had to, in terms of buying records. So the amount of records I'm about to show is very, very small, and we're starting off with this one, which you've seen already in a proper introduction video. Of course, Sascha Müller's latest release on my label Intrauterine Recordings. 2 tracks on there, Beat Junkie and Dope Beats, on limited to 200 copies gold vinyl, heavy electro-funk, meets acid, meets industrial, meets chemical breaks. Those tracks have been on my release list for the longest of times actually, and yeah, finally put it out on 19th of February if I'm not mistaken, and there it is, the top 1 on my release list and my vinyl list and DJ chart list, of course, because it's my own label and stuff, and I love those tracks to death. Have been listening to this quite a lot, even after releasing it and stuff, and yeah, still available on all record stores and distributors worldwide. So if you don't have seen this, feel free to find this one and get a copy. Also available on Bandcamp, of course. The next one is also a white label, but not a stamped one, but one with my very interesting handwriting on there, I guess, on the Okbron label, which is a white label imprint from Russia actually, which is focusing on drum and bass. 2 tracks on here, Memories on Jazz and Erie, Indiana. I hope you can read this right. And yeah, as it is a white label, it's hard to put down which track is which, but one of them is drum and bass in a style most familiar to those who are listening to LTJ Buchem and MC Conrad and all those stuff. Deep atmospheric drum and bass, yeah, quite harmonic, rolling, for either warm-ups or all-night sessions and kind of intimate nightclub settings. So very organic and deep. 10 years ago, or maybe even 15 years ago, when I was deep into drum and bass, I wouldn't have played this maybe, because it was, comparing to what I played back then, too low, too soft, but I heard this and I haven't heard this kind of drum and bass in a while, so I really enjoyed this. And the other track is the more interesting one, kind of too slow, so you have to put the pitch up to plus 3 or 4 to really enjoy it. It's also jazzy organic drum and bass, but not with a straight boom chuck beat, but a more syncopated Bristol kind of vibe, think of V Recordings in their early days when they put out their V Recordings box, the first one and stuff. That kind of Bristol Roni size vibe, and with bit of female vocals in there as well. Also think Future Sound of Jazz, those second and third compilation maybe, if you're familiar with the Compost Records label. Interesting stuff by Ferney. We'll definitely play this in one of our radio shows of the future. White label business, limited stuff from Russia. The label is called Okbron, and I don't care if the pronunciation is right. The next one is coming from Lego Welt actually. I received this one as a promo on CD quite a while ago, and it's released on the Ooze label in collaboration with S-Mem, I guess, which is the other label as well. Unconditional Contours, beautiful artwork. I really like this, and also I like the typography on here. Quite a conceptual album by Lego Welt, who is basically known for his kind of electro productions, and this is electro as well, but with a conceptual twist, kind of, because I guess Danny Wouters is the name of, he's a guy from the Netherlands, I guess, was invited to a synthesizer museum in Switzerland to create music there, and to have a kind of residency. I don't know for what or for how long, but it was a while ago. And what he did is he pulled like a few very unknown or like rare, hardly known synthesizers, and for each of those tracks he chose to work on like a dedicated set of synths. So each track has some rare instrument in there, and yeah, there is synthesizers like the Memory Moog, of course, Sequential Circuits, Prophet, Evolution EVS1, whatever, FBT, Synther 2000, Simmons Digital Claptrack, Farfisa, Synth Orchestra, and a lot of more. If you're following guys like Heinbach musically, you might be familiar with those names. I'm gonna put those up here for like a bit of like reading and stuff, but I'm not too big of a hardware buff. But this is like interesting conceptual electro stuff, and I really like the artwork. And yeah, I received this as a CD promo, reviewed this on my website, Nightstyle CE, quite a while ago, and decided, well, I needed this on vinyl, so I went for it. And the last one, because it's only like 4 things, is quite an unusual one for me. Nicolas Jar's Against All Logic project, the latest album, 2017 to 2019, released on his label OP, Other People. Really like the artwork. Catalog number 053, triple album, triple vinyl, and it's very, well, I will only show one because they basically are more or less the same in terms of how they look. Maybe I'm going to show them all. So this is side C. Indeed, this is pretty much eclectic stuff. So there is some club bangers on there, like Broken House, house-leaning club bangers. There's a little bit of bass music influences. There's like one track featuring Lydia Lunch on spoken word and stuff. There's some pretty noisy stuff on there. So this is not your usual, I guess, album by Nicolas Jar, who's well known for his more, I don't know, slow house, piano, moody, a little bit of jazz influence style from back in the days under his like proper name Nicolas Jar. But in terms of his Other People label, he releases quite eclectic stuff. So where's the opening for this one? And I never was a big fan of his work, actually, but I have one like Lydia Lunch spoken word records, Conspiracy of Women, which is only Lydia Lunch spoken word. And when I was working in the distribution warehouse, because his Other People label is one of the exclusive labels we distribute on vinyl and stuff, I heard this as a test press way before it was supposed to be released, and I was like, okay, I really find this one interesting and stuff, and I asked what kind of stuff this is, and then it came out, and it took me a while to buy this, because like triple vinyl and stuff, and yeah, very interesting stuff. And what I like most, because some people might be puzzled about the noise aspect in this album, is this inlay card, which definitely states that all like noises and stuff and all distortion is like done on purpose, and which is a nice thing to do, and also a nice gimmick, I guess, on the Other People label. So this is it, like 4 records I like most. If you want to have more information on those, there's a link down there to my website Nightstyle.de, which will lead you directly to the chart post I did and stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this one as well. Get this, definitely. There's also a 12-inch I need going along with this, so another record on my want list. And I don't know, you cannot see this, but this wall is covered with like post-it notes and stuff, all containing records I desperately need released this year within the past month. But as I said in the last video and stuff, money is short these days, so buying records is like the last thing I'm doing right now for reasons. But anyway, I'm out, like gonna go into editing mode for you to have another video of mine popping up, and we'll see what the next one is. I'm Bass Junkie. Follow me on Instagram, leave a comment, follow me on Bandcamp, which is up there and stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See you later.